Hello students, today we will deal with the lesson the quality. Okay, this is from the 5th chapter. Let's see about the author now. John Galsworthy, he was born on 14th August 1867 and died on 31st January 1933. Okay, so he was an English novelist and playwright. His notable works include The Forsyte Saga and its sequels, A Modern Comedy and End of the Chapter. Okay, he won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1932. Okay, so you can see here his picture also. Okay, let's see the chapter now. The story starts with the description of the boot shop. On top was the name plate Kessler Brothers and a few shoes displayed on the window. Okay, so the story starts with the description of the boot shop. Okay, on the top it was written what Kessler Brothers. Okay, whenever you see that on the top of the shop, okay, the shop's name is written everywhere. Okay, so here also in that shop what is written there, Kessler Brothers. Okay, they make shoes on order. So they make shoes on order. The narrator then narrates one of his meetings with Mr. Gessler. Okay, so the narrator, he is narrating one of the meetings he made with the Gessler brother. Okay, Mr. Gessler. So he says it has not been possible to go to him much because the shoes he made have lasted very long and are the best of their kind. Okay, so he says that it is not possible to go frequently to him because whatever the shoes he made was very nice one. Okay, very nice one, that means it lasted for a long time. Okay, shoes of quality types of shoes he used to make. Okay, that's why he's saying that it is very, that means it is not possible to go always to him to meet. Okay, let's see. One day, the narrator goes to their shop to get a pair of Russian leather shoes. Okay, so one day what happens? The narrator goes to the shop to get a Russian leather shoes. So Mr. Gessler retreats upstairs and comes back after some time holding a fine golden Russian leather piece. So the Gessler brother, he goes up in the upstairs and brings a pair of golden Russian leather piece. Okay, so after the narrator's approval, he says he will get his shoes tomorrow, fourth night. That means fourth night means after the 14 days. Okay, after 2 weeks. Okay, after 2 weeks he will get that. Okay, one day the narrator goes to their boot shop and tells him that the last shoes he got from him creak. That means it makes a sound whenever he walks, he wears and walks, the sound comes. Okay, that is what he says, he is complaining. Okay, so after a long pause, Mr. Gessler asks him to bring the shoes to him. So he says, that man, the Mr. Gessler says, asks him to bring that shoes to him. Okay, one day. So he assures that if he can't repair them, he will give the money back. So what he says, he assures that if he can't repair that, he will give the money back. Okay, so another day he goes to Gessler brother to order a new pair. Okay, new another day he goes to Gessler brother to order a new pair, wearing a pair of shoes which he bought due to some emergency from a big farm. So he's wearing the shoe which we bought from the big farm. Okay, from the another shop. So he's wearing that another one. Okay, which he bought from the another shop. So Mr. Gessler at once recognizes that the shoes are not made by him. So Mr. Gessler, he sees that shoes and he comes to know, he finds out that shoes which that man is wearing is not made by him. Okay, he found out that. So he touches a particular spot on the narrator's shoes where it isn't comfortable for the narrator and says that it hurts there. Okay, so what he does, he touches the spot, touches the spot and says that this place is not comfortable for you, he says. Okay, that. So he expresses his contempt that those large farms attract customers through shiny, impressive advertisement to sell their inferior quality products. So he says that those big farms, they are only just they use that those shoes only just for the showpiece. The qualities, nice qualities are not there, only just for the showpiece they use there. It doesn't last for a long time. Okay, they are very inferior, very cheap ones. That is what the Gessler brothers says. Okay, then the author explains to him under what circumstances he had to buy those shoes. So the man who had come there, the author, he explains that in what circumstances he had to buy those shoes. Okay. After a week, while passing the little street, the narrator thinks to go in and tell Mr. Gessler that the boots are perfect. Okay, so what happened? After a week, while passing the little street, while he was passing that street, the narrator thinks to go in. He thinks of going inside and tells Mr. Gessler that the boots are perfect. Okay, those boots are perfect. But when he goes to the place where the shop was, the nameplate is no longer there. Okay, so when he reaches there nearby the shop, the shop is no longer there. Okay, it is not there. Disturbed, he goes into the shop and a young English face greets him. So he is disturbed now. Okay, so still he goes inside. So one young English face greets him, one Englishman. Okay, he greets him. The narrator inquires about Mr. Gessler and comes to know of younger Gessler's death. The narrator, he inquires about the Gessler, Mr. Gessler, okay, and he comes to know that his younger brother's death, about his younger brother's death. His younger brother, he is no more now. Okay, so upon hearing this, the narrator is quite shocked. Upon this, the narrator is quite shocked. The young man explains to him that Gessler died from starvation. That English young man, okay, he explains that Gessler died from starvation. He used to devote himself to shoemaking so much that he used to forget about everything else. He was busy in making shoes that he used to forget eating and all. Okay, he used to forget everything. He was so much devoted towards that, towards the making shoes and all. So all the money went in the rents and leather. So all the money, whatever he was earning, everything was going in the rent and leather he used to buy. The fate was quite obvious from the beginning. The fate was quite clear, obvious from the beginning. But both the narrator and the young man agrees that the Gessler brothers made good quality boots. So both, okay, the narrator and that English face, okay, that English young boy, both of them agree that Gessler brothers, they make boots of good quality. Okay, so my dear students, thank you so much. I hope you have understood.